Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital Prediction. Sonny finally goes to prison? General Hospital Prediction suspect Sonny Corinthos might finally do hard time in prison after he makes a huge decision on the ABC soap opera. General Hospital Spoilers. Sonny Corinthos makes major decision. New General Hospital spoilers confirm Sonny Corinthos will make a critical decision soon. Recently, he told Carly Corinthos that if Martin Gray can't prove Alexis Davis is innocent, he'll turn himself in for the murder of John Cates. He's not going to let Alexis go down for something he did, especially when she's willing to go to prison to protect their daughter. Plus, he just told Jason Morgan that if Alexis can't beat the charges against her, he'll have to take the fall. So, his decision is likely to fess up to the murder on General Hospital. Soon, he gives his legal shark, Diane Miller, new orders. Indeed, it seems he's getting everything in order in case he goes to trial. If so, there could be devastating results. GH Prediction. Mob life finally catches up with Sonny? No doubt, it looks like Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Benard, could very well end up in prison soon. Of course, he does not want Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, to do time for killing John Jagger Cates, Adam Harrington, when she's innocent. He's guilty and is willing to step up and admit it if comes down to it. But on top of that, legal eagle Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight, is determined to blow up Sonny's alibi. It's the only way he can exonerate Alexis on General Hospital. In addition, Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos, also wants to prove that Sonny's guilty so she can save her mom. And it seems she's convinced Commissioner Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, to look for evidence against him. So, she might team up with Molly. And with all of these threats piling up, his luck may finally run out. However, he's not the only one who could wind up behind bars. If Sonny Corinthos goes down, it's likely his ex-wife, Carly Corinthos Spencer, Laura Wright, will go down with him. General Hospital Prediction. Carly goes down with Sonny? Currently, on GH, Sonny Corinthos looks ready to do the right thing for Alexis' sake as well as Christina Corinthos, Kate Monsey. But his noble gesture may get Carly locked up also. She gave him an alibi for killing Jagger without thinking twice. Furthermore, she's putting her life on hold by pretending they are back together. But her loyalty to Sonny could be her downfall. Soon, Sonny gives his lawyer, Diane Miller, Carolyn Hennessy, orders that put her in a panic. Then, Anna interrogates Carly. Indeed, she's not thrilled with Sonny's recent desire to do what's right. Soon, on General Hospital, she flips out on him. She says that if he goes through with this, she's going to go down right along with him. Of course, Sonny doesn't want that, but protecting Alexis helps Christina. And at the end of the day, he will put his kids over anyone, even Carly. So, they could both be looking at time in Pentonville. GH will keep you on the edge of your seat these days. Don't miss a minute to see if Sonny Corinthos lands in prison, and if he takes Carly with him on the ABC Sudzer. For decades, Sonny Corinthos has danced on the razor's edge between justice and vengeance, loyalty and criminality. He's survived shootings, betrayals, mob wars, federal takedowns, and even his own amnesia. But now, the walls are closing in tighter than ever, and for the first time in years, the idea that Sonny might actually go to prison doesn't feel like a stretch, it feels inevitable. Or does it? This prediction imagines how the drama could unfold if Port Charles's most infamous mobster finally ran out of luck, and how those closest to him would react as Sonny faces his most dire reckoning yet. A storm brewing, new charges, old crimes, and the one enemy Sonny can't outrun. It begins quietly, as Sonny's greatest downfalls often do. A heavily redacted federal file lands on Anna Devane's desk late at night. She isn't even supposed to see it, but an anonymous transfer bypasses jurisdictional protocols. Inside are years' worth of mob intel, wiretaps, surveillance photos, coded ledgers, names of dead informants, all connected to Sonny Corinthos. Anna instantly recognizes the trap. Someone wants her to move against Sonny. Someone powerful. But she's torn. As police commissioner, she cannot ignore evidence. As someone who's fought beside Sonny, and watched him slip through legal cracks, she worries prosecution will ignite a bloodbath in Port Charles. She doesn't know the source of the file, but viewers do. Rick Lansing, Sonny's long resentful former brother-in-law, has found his way back into the legal system. And Rick is no longer driven by jealousy. Now it's revenge, strategy, and cold perfection. He wants Sonny behind bars not to humiliate him, but to destroy the fabric of the Corinthos family from the inside out. The betrayal. Jason torn between loyalty and truth. Jason Morgan senses trouble long before anyone else. The docks feel tense. The usual shipments are delayed. Brick warns him that encrypted messages suggest a new federal coalition is building a case, and they're working with someone in Port Charles. Jason tries to protect Sonny the only way he knows how, by making Sonny listen. But Sonny, unhinged from months of emotional strain and paranoia, accuses Jason of doubting him. The fracture deepens when Anna summons Jason privately to question him. She tells him plainly, "If Sonny doesn't slow down, he's going to drag you down with him." Jason walks out conflicted, but the message lands. Something is coming. Something unstoppable. The arrest. A public spectacle. It happens at the Port Charles Grill, during a charity gala loaded with the town's elite. Sonny is in tux and tie, smiling for donors, even cracking jokes with Olivia and Lois. Dante is in uniform security detail, and Michael and Willow oversee the silent auction. Then the lights lower slightly. A swarm of federal agents floods the doors. Badges raised. Guns drawn. Voices loud and commanding. The music stops. Face stone serious, reading Sonny his rights for charges including racketeering, money laundering, conspiracy to commit murder, and obstruction of justice. The room gasps. Olivia drops her champagne glass. Dante freezes, torn between duty and blood. Carly shouts, "Anna, don't do this," while Michael instinctively tries to shield Willow. Sonny doesn't fight. He looks around the room, memorizing every face, especially one, Rick Lansing, standing in the back, smiling like the devil finally collecting a long-overdue debt. Port Charles erupts. Carly versus Nina. The duel part 2. Carly goes nuclear, convinced Nina tipped off the feds or handed over confidential information from the SEC fallout. Nina insists she had nothing to do with it, but no one believes her. Not even Ava, who questions what Nina might have said under pressure. Carly vows to burn down every last person who betrayed Sonny, even if she has to tear the PCPD apart piece by piece. Michael's guilt awakens. Michael's old plan to take his father down resurfaces in his conscience. Even though he abandoned the plot long ago, he wonders whether remnants of his digital surveillance created a breadcrumb trail the feds exploited. Willow tries to ground him, but Michael sinks into a spiral of guilt, fear, and old wounds. Dante's impossible position. Dante is devastated. As a cop, he must remain impartial. As Sonny's son, he wants to rip Rick apart. He consults Anna, begging her to reconsider. Anna simply says, "This isn't about personal choices anymore. The evidence is overwhelming." But Dante suspects she's being blackmailed, manipulated, or outplayed. The trial of the century. The pre-trial hearing alone becomes its own spectacle. Courtroom benches overflow with press. Protesters gather outside with signs reading "Free Sonny" and "Lock him up." Rick Lansing is smug, confident, theatrical. Diane Miller, loyal as ever, is fierce but worried. She's seen the file, and even she knows this is different. There are new witnesses. Former associates flipping. Financial records Sonny never thought could be traced. Offshore accounts linked directly to key crimes. Planted evidence Sonny can't prove was planted. Every time Diane rips one allegation apart, Rick slides another sharper, deeper attack across the table. Port Charles is glued to every moment. The Corinthos empire, for the first time in decades, feels collapsible. The twist. The one person who could save Sonny. Just when it seems inevitable Sonny will be denied bail, someone unexpected stands up in the courtroom. Ava Jerome. Ava offers a sworn affidavit and testimony, stating she has knowledge that federal evidence is compromised by an internal leak, one tied to Rick's earlier misconduct from his DA days. She hints she can prove Rick manipulated a witness. It's a bombshell. Is she lying? Maybe. Is she telling the truth? Possibly. Is she protecting Sonny for her own agenda? Absolutely. And just like that, the case tilts. The prediction. Does Sonny go to prison? Here's the twist this prediction leans toward. Sonny is found guilty. Not of everything, but of enough. Enough to warrant a 10-year federal sentence. But before he is taken away, Jason uncovers the truth behind Rick's scheme, a network of falsified evidence, coerced testimonies, and a planted financial ledger. Anna and Dante work together to reopen the investigation. Just when Sonny is headed to Pentonville, a stay is granted. The transport van never reaches the prison gates. The charges are thrown into upheaval. A blackmail conspiracy is exposed. Sonny walks free, but not without permanent damage. The mobster who once ruled Port Charles returns older, harder, and far more dangerous. He now understands something he never fully believed before. He can be caught. He can be caged. He can lose everything. And that makes the future of Port Charles more explosive than ever.